Now we will discuss inverse Z transform. With the inverse Z transform, idea is we use three different ideas. First idea is use Z transform pair. Second idea is power series expansion. Third idea is partial fraction. Partial fraction expansion. Any of three idea can be used for Z transform. First, I discuss a question. Find the inverse transform of following. Xz is z square 1 minus z inverse by 2, 1 minus z inverse, 1 plus 2z inverse. ROC is given to us in between 0 to infinite circle. Xz is, by multiplying all the term, we solve all the term and we finalize all term in this way. By viewing this term related to x of minus 2 z square, this term related to x of minus 1 half, x of minus 1 into z plus x of 0 because constant term, x of 1 because z minus 1, z minus 1. Now we can write expression in term of number of samples because sample is directly come from 2 location minus 2 location, and in this case half minus 1 location, 0 location and 1 location, remaining are 0. So we can find out the any term. We can find out x0 because x0 is minus 5 by 2. We can find out any term, any sample value in this way. In this scheme we are not using any of the idea because just we are multiplying. All these above said ideas we will discuss, but ROC concept is very important for us. So we discuss step by step. First idea, power series expansion or long division. Power series expansion or long division. Long division. I took one question for long division. Xz equals to very basic Z transform from where we started, and second portion of this is same type of Z transform but ROC differ by reverse ROC is used, same function. In this case we want to calculate inverse Z, original sequence of the signal. To calculate inverse we want to divide 1 divide with 1 minus AZ inverse. In this case ROC is right hand side, in this case left hand side. For right hand side, as per Z formula, xz equals to summation xn z minus n minus infinity. For right hand side, negative power of z. For left hand side, positive power of z. To develop negative power of z, we use this division We want a result in negative power of z. In this question, we know result. Which procedure? We don't know. Procedure is don't know. Result is known by us in advance. Result is known to us. We want to generate negative power of z. How? By dividing this term. First I divide 1 by 1. 1. Negative sign divided. Completely divided. This term is additional term for us. Subtracting, carry forward. Now again dividing and making this completely eliminated. For elimination, we have to use A inverse Z. A Z inverse, sorry. A Z inverse. A Z inverse. Now it is completely eliminated. This term multiply with this negative A square Z square. It become positive A square Z minus. Now again we took next term A square Z A square Z, next term A cube Z cube. In this way, this is increasing series available at answer A Z inverse plus A square Z A cube Z and so on. It is a progressive GP, increasing progressive GP. Result of it is we can find result in this way. AN UN is our result XN. Because it is GP, start at 0 location, value is 1 location value is A, 2 location A square and so on. We can write this expression. With this expression at individual point 0 1 2 at 0 location, we can write expression in this way. Xn equals to at 0 location 1 location A, 2 location A square, A cube and so on. And finally we can write in this way. Again in second question we divide for positive power of z. A z inverse with negative sign plus 1. Once I divide and cross checking if we are getting the result with which contain positive power of z, then it is correct. For positive power of z, I divide. To make positive, I use negative here. A Z A inverse Z. Now it become 1, and second term of is minus A inverse Z. It become positive A inverse Z. This A inverse Z multiply with this term. Again negative A square Z square. A inverse Z minus. I carry forward this term and positive A square Z square positive. So at the end I got this answer minus A inverse Z minus A Z square minus A cube Z cube and so on. Xn, our terms are minus A inverse minus A square minus A cube and so on. We can write in this way. These terms started from minus 1 location, minus 2 location, minus 3 location. I can conclude this answer minus a n u minus n minus 1 for negative value of n. This valid for negative value of n. So with the long division method we can generate answer in this way. It is very typical method. Now we will discuss the partial fraction expansion. I took an example. Xz is given to us z upon 2z square 3z plus 1. We want to calculate xn for given ROC. Z is less than half and one more, Z is less than half. By for partial fraction scheme, xz first divided by z 1 upon 2z square minus 3z plus 1. We factorize these two terms. Now we will discuss the partial fraction scheme. Partial fraction by two factors. We already factorized this two factors. Value of a and b we can calculate from previous partial fraction style. 1 upon 2 z minus half z equals to 1. In this way we can calculate a and b also. 2 1 minus z minus 1 z equals to half, where a and b both are 1 and minus 1. 1 z upon minus 1 z upon 1 upon z minus half. Here xz by z. In question number 1 we have ROC less than half. In question number 2 we have ROC is greater than 1. 2 ROC. For 2 ROC we want to generate inverse of xz. For inverse of xz, now xz is finally z upon z minus 1 z upon z minus half. ROC is first we apply first ROC less than half. We can write expression as per ROC. It is left sided sequence. Left sided sequence, interior of the circle. Interior of circle half. Interior of the circle half means we directly write expression in term of plus half power n u of minus n minus 1 xz, half power n minus 1 u of minus n minus 1, because less than half, ROC is less than half. In part B ROC is greater than 1. We can directly write down expression for xn is 1 power n un minus half power n un. If ROC is greater than 1, 1 minus half power n bracket un. By considering both the ROC we can generate inverse of it. Now we will discuss unilateral Z transform. Formula for xuz is summation from 0 to infinite xn z power minus n. For unilateral Z transform, we took first question n 3 power n u of minus n. By putting this expression into the formula, 3 power n u of minus n z power minus n. U of minus n exists from minus infinite to 0. Common between these two limit is only 0 term. To directly put 0 0 here, we got result 1. And move on to second question, n u of minus n minus 3, where range of this is minus infinite to minus 3. Unilateral Z transform does not exist for negative range, means it is out of range signal, means directly we can say answer will be 0. Answer will be 0. Question number third, xn by 4n un plus 2. Range of this signal is from minus 2 to infinite. Range of unilateral Z is 0 to infinite, means range is common for 0 to infinite, means directly we put unilateral transform formula and we get the result. It is a GP starting from 1 to 1 by 4 Z inverse 1 by 16 Z inverse square and so on. The last term for Z transform is by 4 Z inverse Z Z upon Z minus 1 by 4. No ROC mentioned here. Now we will discuss the next type of question. xz is given to us with this type of pattern 1 minus 2 Z inverse, and ROC also given to us. First case ROC, A case Z is greater than 2, B case ROC Z is in between half and 2, C case Z is less than half. In all three cases we want to generate HN sequence and comment on causality and stability. In first case, by taking inverse transform, we find this result NUN, and applying with ROC. ROC is Z equals to greater than 2. For this ROC, Z is greater than 2 means unit circle does not include in this ROC. Unit circle not part of this ROC, means system is unstable and causal because both term have UN, right sided signal. If second ROC Z less than 2 greater than half, then we can write directly expression for this is half NUN minus 2n u of minus n minus 1. In this condition, ROC include unit circle means system is stable. But about causality, it is right sided, it is left sided means non-causal system. In third case, we write ROC here, Z is less than half. Expression from both front 2 power n u of minus n minus 1. Signal is less than half, does not contain unit circle means unstable and anti-causal. By viewing this diagram, we can say system is unstable because does not ROC does not contain unit circle. Anti-causal because left-sided signal, completely left-sided signal. So we directly comment on instability and causality due to previously idea discussed with Laplace.